Hello, good morning. I'm Suraj Arakil. I'm the CEO of Nuvento. I'm also their chief motivator, chief mentor. I'm the guy who makes them to do work, gives them a lot of goals, and tries to meet some of the targets. I have a great team, and I'm here in the land of greenery, God's own country, Kerala, to take some questions from my team. We started Nuvento in 2007. We were primarily implementing CRMs at that time. A lot of companies had CRM. A large part of their byproducts of CRM is data, and they did not know what to do with the data. And that is where Nuvento started, or what we call as New Venture started. What we would do is take all this data and create meaningful insights. That was our first foray into the field of data and the field of startups. We later understood that the data is only a byproduct, but this data is now no more limited to only the C-level. The data is getting used for customer interaction, data is getting used to make real-time decisions. As a result of which, a large part of this data now exists over the cloud. So the next foray of Nuvento started being more towards the digital world, which included cloud, which included actionable intelligence on the data, and then it included AI that is driven. So now the third phase of Nuvento has started, which we call as digital ABCD. Digital ABCD is basically driving digital technologies using ABCD, which basically stands for AI, artificial intelligence, B stands for business transformation, C for cloud, and D for data. And bringing all this thing together to create a comprehensive customer experience, which will actually help customers realize or a better experience or better engagement over their larger customer journey. So that's where we are going. And so that's the journey of Nuvento, from being data to being reporting to being doing analytics to now where we are at ABCD, which is the actual finale of where digital is going. See, our foundation philosophy, the first thing is we believe in the power of data. We believe that data is a very important component in anything that we do, right? Whether it is the analysis we do, the way we live, everything is data-based. So there is a famous saying, in God we trust, for rest we need data. So that's the first foundation philosophy that we have. Second thing is, we believe data should drive human interaction. Everything is human interface. You can have the best data in the world, but if there is no human interaction, there is no customer journey along with it, it actually creates a problem. So that is one basic thing. So one is the power of data. Second is it should drive human interaction. The third thing that we believe is technology is a great leveler. All across the world, one of the reasons why we started Nuvento is we believe that genuine change can be brought into the society, and with a lot of different things that can come into the society if technology takes a better shape. So technology is a great leveler. The fifth thing that we believe is diversity and equality can be greatly achieved in technological companies or technological landscape. True democracy exists when technology is given a free hand. And hence we believe that that is another foundation that we believe. So to answer that question, I will slightly ask a different question. I'll ask the question where what we ask our employees is, are you doing this job or just for looking at it as a job, or is it aligning to a larger career goal? Do you have a career goal? When you enter this organization as a fresher, are you just interested in doing your immediate job, or do you have an aspiration to become the CEO or the vice president or the assistant vice president? You may have started your career as an engineer. Do you want to get into marketing? So our idea first is, do you have a career goal? And how can we align our organization with that career goal? So in Nuvento, you can start off as a programmer and pretty much end up becoming the VP of marketing. Or you can start in marketing and pretty much end up being the head of digital services. A large part of such opportunities are available because we align with our with your career goals. That's the first thing. The second thing that we do is there's a lot of learning opportunities which is tailored to your career goals. So we actually do a lot of gap analysis. We actually sit down, we identify where exactly are the gaps to your career goals. Suppose, say for example, you want to be the service delivery head of a AI practice, and you are starting out as a Python programmer, for example, or as a media analyst. We will tell you what is the gap that needs to be fulfilled for you to reach that. So there's a clear-cut gap analysis. The third thing is we have a learning and development program which is tailored to meet and address this gap. So there is a clear-cut strategy that we have saying that if you want to be in this field, then these are the kind of technologies, these are kind of courses, this is the kind of learning that you need to undertake to be there. So with these three things, understanding what your career goals are, performing a gap analysis, and then undergoing our learning and development program, we feel that you will have a fulfilling career. Today we have tremendous growth opportunities in Nuvento, be it in the field of marketing, sales, programming, whether it is in the area of digital, including the latest stacks, cloud, digital. We have a wide array of opportunities that await our prospective Nuventors. But before you join our company, what we want you to know is we are here to build your career. We are here to align you to your larger objectives. This is just not a tactical job, but a strategy to a long-term career growth. And that is where we have what we have at Nuvento. One of the things that I learned during the pandemic is how little time we spend with our families. I was in discussion with a big CEO of a big multinational company, and one of the things he said is, Suraj, out of 24 hours in a day, 8 to 10 hours or typically 12 hours at times goes in with our colleagues or at work. There's around 6 hours to 8 hours that we spend with our family, and the rest is spent on sleeping. So social network and within the interaction of employees, colleagues, managers, and the community and the organization in general plays a very important part in our happiness. This has made me believe that if to create a truly happy individual, we need to understand how organizations can be tailored to meet that employees' happiness objectives. That is one of the reasons why we believe that today with COVID and other things where remote work is becoming so strong, those days of having a co-located work atmosphere is going over. Hence, it is very important that we need to start building social networks within the organization that can actually promote employee well-being. That's one thing that we do. The second thing is we try to create creative ways to bring in employee happiness. There are, from whatever we know, a lot of people who are interested in music, a lot of people who are interested in creative arts. We try to see if we can create a forum for them to present this capabilities or this talent outside and help people interact. Sometimes you will not realize that the manager that you are speaking is a great singer. It opens a different perspective of you towards him or her, and then it leads to a greater interaction. I feel the more we are able to bring such interaction into picture, we are able to do that. In fact, I must say that with the virtual interaction programs, we are able to see a larger employee engagement than when we were having individual engagement programs, because now virtually, when you are engaged, you are part of a larger ecosystem, you are able to participate. So the person sitting in New Jersey is now able to connect with a person in New Delhi, and a person in New Delhi is able to connect with a person in Kerala, and this creates a larger ecosystem. So our entire programs around employee engagement, hiring philosophy, remote working, all this is tailored to ensure that there's a greater employee satisfaction and the greater employee happiness, and also there is a greater employee engagement.